Alright, we're back with Doki Doki Literature Club. I took like a 2 week break. I had this on the back burner, but now we're back. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? Should I do voices? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? Oh yeah, they were fighting. No. That's really... I can't do it, man. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. They're just wanting your opinion, that's all. See why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Andy, it's nice that I get time to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. I like them too. That's... Every day it's going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what holds the future holds. Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Alright, we're back. I'm going for Yuri, by the way. I know. Oh my. Depression? Okay, entropy, unrestrained, agonizing, nightgown. Fuck! Oops. Essence, judgment, disaster, incapable, after image. Oh my, I'm just that dude, man. I'm sorry. The heartbeat, dude. I'm actually garbage at this. Philosophy. Infallible. Ooh, vertigo. The determination. Okay, the reason I didn't upload yesterday was just for I have something in the works. And another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. The Catherine video. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Holy fuck, I need water. Hi, Andy. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in the mood, in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, anyway. Fucking idiot. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. I actually want Yuri, not you. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Oh. Relatable. I'm also fucking broke. Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. Just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill out onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you. Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? Simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. There's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves one option. Woo! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. Feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Is that a good laugh? Yeah. I'm sorry. Gary suddenly giggles. Dude, I should be a voice actor because these laughs are like top notch, up the line. I'm dying. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Andy to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Fuck. I fucked it up. Did I didn't mean that. I like that. Okay, I'm got too absorbed into my book. I won't say sorry. Again. Ooh. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's no way you could think that. You're right, though. Did something bad, and I have to accept the retribution. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? You are the devil. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you would have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that. What? Damn. Yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Oh. Is this a miracle? Well, somebody obviously threw you a fucking snack. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. Totally not worth seeing your reaction though. I give up. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. So happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Fucking eat it, man. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Ugh. Sayori suddenly clasped her hand over her mouth. You're welcome, guys. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Um, suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful of Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Someone kill this girl. I mean, I'm being serious. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? And Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a I want to be surprised. A job? Unlike me? She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Oh. Nah, you're lying. You're absolutely lying. You're pretty desert. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. You have a boyfriend you're not telling me about? Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. And we're speculating. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. So strong-willed. Oh, boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up held you up anyway? I can't read. I have the inability to fucking read, apparently. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. Makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. You're getting a little sussy. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Oh, I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Don't look at me, you demon. Yay. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Andy. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I'm gonna kill you. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I was just gooning, typical stuff. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Sure, Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone is already settled down. Settle down, class. We're ready. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. I don't know what I'm on about. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. Suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one that we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Make some tea first. Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small dusty ass water pitcher from the shelf, kind of with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the dusty ass water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle that I haven't cleaned in weeks. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and she sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk and I simply watch her as she gets contaminated water from the fountain. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just, Yuri was going to make some tea, so suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. Just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, it's just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Andy in club activities? Mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Andy. Ah. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Ah. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Andy? How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because I want to clap your cheeks. Nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Ah. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Ah, Yuri lifts her head. Andy, I really like being friends with... Bro, it's been like a few seconds. We've been talking for like less than like 10 minutes. Like combined. Haha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I don't know why that came out that way, but I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. And once we fill up the water pitcher with contaminated water, we return to the classroom. Andy, do you like oolong tea? Oh yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. She must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided that I'd try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. uh, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Andy. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Andy, I have another request. Mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. Is there a particular reason for this sitting style? No worries. Your back. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. That's so. I wonder why that is. Most likely because my posture, right? Always hunch over like that while reading. Yes. It's not my boobs or anything. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. Go ahead and get the book. Yeah, my dude is stupid, but I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. A bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Hey, are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. I need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. He holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. Take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. And I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Andy? Sorry. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that's... Well, you're just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. Uh, I, I see. Situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book. I can just tell by her expression that even she can't focus. My heart is pounding. Nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. This time Yuri's eyes meet mine. Uh, how did he even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Ah, like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Fuck you! Fuck you! Okay, I'll calm down. Just, I didn't know. A little. Okay, everyone. Ooh, ah. I don't even. Ah. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems, and you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. Spell is abruptly broken. I'll I'll take care of the cups. Yeah, you do that shit. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without much as a word between us. Get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna save Yuri for later. Okay, that sounded a little bit creepy, but okay, Sayori. Oh, I like this one, Andy. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. It's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Uh, ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Ah, you wanna write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Uh, well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? Can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your hand, that poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. Make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. And it is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Andy. Should go write that down then. Read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle of starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles? Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. All this sounds a little kind of bitter, kind of bittersweet. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Did I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Till I die. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes make it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, let's go to Monica. How about that? Hi again, Andy. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I definitely have. I guess so. Can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. It's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. hmm Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? Hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. Still defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Uh, Completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. What? Really? Yeah, fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. Just a hunch, but well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you did too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Save me. Load me. Colors. I don't know if I like this one. It's even more abstract than the last one. RGB? Hey. Guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. Just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Alright? You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? It's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to sound like you're forcing it, unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Not to you stop short all of a sudden. Don't tell me, you're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know, Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean, uh, looks like I'm in trouble. Somehow struck a nerve through what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves a poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. What I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Well, fuck you. And your poem. I ain't trying to read that shit. I know who I'm trying to impress. Let's see. Oh, Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Andy. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How do you even pick up on this so quickly? Yes, yesterday. I was telling you the kind of techniques with practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid. Seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people will just laugh at me. You really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Do you have friends? No friends. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. If it's with me, of course. The raccoon. Happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice of bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed up myself again. This is amazing. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge more in my more unusual hobbies. So sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? But because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Andy? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. Best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. Might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Andy. That's exaggerating a little bit. This is how I feel. Never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. Just a real nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Here you smile sincerely at me. Just a moment, her timidness. Timidness seems to disappear. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. It's about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Not like you can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. It's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some of the pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I just thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? But, Monica, yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. You kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. Not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire the others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Sure, Totally. Yeah. Don't you want to share with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. Time to man up. Let's go. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. Guess I don't really have a choice. Haha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. I'm going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica? This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. Can't I can't read anymore, man. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. A clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is it something that she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. What? Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wow, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she started reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Sayori, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. He looks down for the count. Okay, guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Hahaha. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori? It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like your soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. Serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Hehe. Even Andy liked it. Guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Yeah, I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours, and that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. Might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. And next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. You don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Andy. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Andy lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. I had my mic off. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I'm surrounded. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your own writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are y'all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. She's a little unenthused. Her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. Put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise not to get. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope that all of you have an idea what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and don't get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. For the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club. Impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. Kinda adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Andy. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I don't fuck with you. Walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, you're spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. Let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? I would gladly accept the offer. What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. I'm gonna keep it real. Nah, I'm gonna choose the nice. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be nice, and I'm walking home with Yuri, huh? Why thought of that Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awkward turning her down. So she's so beautiful and smart. That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. Not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. I just like to think about it. Not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you. Sayori? Can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off and I'm feeling awkward. It's kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. Can't just lie to her. If there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Who knows? Who knows? Agonizing. Tragedy. Oh, fuck. Unending. Secretive. Tenacious. Intellectual. Essence. Grief. Fuck. Incongruent. Or fuck. You know. Disowned. Fickle. Captive. Extraordinary. Frightening. Did it say Doki Doki? Uncontrollable. Disorienting. Melancholy. Infallible. Unrequited. Unrequited. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into practicing piano again. Yeah. Jeez, you are not practicing the piano, man. You must have a lot of determination. Starting the club and now picking up a piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out the festival too. Yo, she look at me a little. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Aren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's a whole day of school. We get to play and eat all delicious kinds of food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid. It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Hey, I didn't say I don't like it. Why would she like squid? Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. I need to keep it. Never mind. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Like this translation. Just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey Sayori. I have my hand in front of her face. Spacing out again. Ah. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Are you good, bruh? Like, I said I like Yuri, but... is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. You say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed. Is everyone already back at their usual activities? Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticing anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. Timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Andy, what's up? This might sound a little strange, but Have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? What way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. I'm not the one asking you, Andy. Certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. This time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry. No, it's not your problem. Just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. Oh no. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. And are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing up the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Andy. Me? I'm flattered. How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Hehe. You're so funny, Andy. If you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful, 'cause that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. Sorry, what do I know anyway? Didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. Watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone. Fuck. Anyone else? That's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me over a book. She looks away just as quickly with the flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. I have no choice but to approach her myself. But by now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts. How are you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if I caused you any any concern. Don't apologize. Troubles are the only concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's not really that big of a deal. Just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. When I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. It's quite romantic. Eh, sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. And perhaps it's unusual for her to be a bit dismissive to you about her feelings. Maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Andy, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries beyond every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, do you think that there may be something behind it after all? Hmm, I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be may be going on inside her head. She may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts. Wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. He suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. The expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone as honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri? You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Ah, not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everyone is back to normal. Everyone goes off to retrieve the poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm gonna check on Sayori first. Oh, is she fine? Hmm. Nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for. God, oh, they're catching on to my my evil deeds. What are the evil? I mean, I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. It's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. I'm making new friends just like I was hoping. It makes me really happy. You're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. You're not as happy. You know, she doesn't look as happy as usual. Thank you, Andy. Sayori. Is something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. Just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. Oh well. Don't worry about me, okay? Go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling okay. See you tomorrow. Before I can go say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, she left a little early. That, I guess. Have a good sleep or nap, whatever you're gonna go do in your house. Natsuki. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even next. Like, fuck you, people, man. I can't even try to raise people up nowadays. What the fuck is up, man? Hi, Andy. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Haha. Anyway, look at today's poem. Sure. Let Monica take the poem in my hands. Stella's gotten so refined, Andy. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. Still getting the hang of it myself. Certainly putting in a lot of effort. Must really like her. Yeah, that's... it's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know? Alright. I got you. Just be careful, alright? Know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. Just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. Look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything. Knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I'm not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up guess the win. Seems to find a common pattern. Everything is a bit meaningless to you, seems. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Didn't you just... I don't... Do you think life has any meaning? Not to get too philosophical or anything. It was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? I mean, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Haha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, you wouldn't really have anything to write about, wouldn't you? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. Dude, you mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. I'm 3D, right? I'm a fucking human. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writings because you're afraid it's not that good? You really dishearten you get a lukewarm response to something that you put so much work into. But if you find other people enjoy writing, sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way. It will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like you have your own little literature club, don't you think? It's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I? Yuri. We're in. Andy. Writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me hasn't been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. That's the wrong way to put it. It never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. Really, the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you never even shared it with anyone else. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles. Andy, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. I could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. People you just know would make a really good friend. Beautiful people will always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. When you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Andy. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings. And all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you. that I really understand what was missing all this time. but I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Andy. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. So rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. That's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. If other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? Um, put it that way. Yeah, we really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. This time she's smiling as she does it. You want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Lights, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obtuse, obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette glows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Tune stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Is she talking about succumbing to the emotion of love? Because she's in love with me. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. Instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it's been hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does one mean a lot to you? You're not. Not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. As one, nice smile. Once again, try to hand the poem back to her. Instead, Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, poem is, once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I'm not good with people, but hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, sure we will. That Yuri timidly smiles at me. I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Just me, or do you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. C- Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Uh, Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Uh, Seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like she's everyone's balance. It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyways? I thought she just went to pee. Not to keep. Please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? Hope she's alright. Seriously? What times to not go home with her? You pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh. A curious expression from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What'd she say? Anyway, we need to tell me what she said. Like, what? I need to know. Anyway, we need to figure out if the rest of the festival preparations. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Well, we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. The most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. What if I can't also be a leader on my own? Then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, yeah, beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. It'd be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Andy. The one who's truly useless. Haha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. Fuck you! Go bake by yourself. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice. You shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own? And he may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Andy to... Whoa, what are you saying? be extremely it will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. What do you think? Guys, settle down for a moment. In the end, it's up to Andy to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really got the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? What? So I'm sure he's interested. I don't want you. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Did we just settle this already? Yeah. Andy, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. I'm going to go with Yuri. What did I just do? Oh, okay. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying. You'll be helping Yuri then, Andy. Yep. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. Assistance? I'll be giving more than assistance. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. You guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Andy? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. Sorry for this. I don't really know why Andy picked me. And also, cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They really go well with my tea. Nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. Kinda surprised though. But why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. You're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. Sorry if I had said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. And she looks very taken aback. When Yuri has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand Yuri's trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciated it. Sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. I bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. Hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. By now, we've been clapping her fucking cheeks, but I guess not. Alright. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. You and I exchanged phone numbers. Okay. I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Uh, my house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. Just thought that I'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. Decided to not press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. Well, I do be gooning, so I will. I don't know where I went with that. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. Not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Andy. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, I didn't. You don't actually think that, do you? It's because I like you. I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. Getting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yeah, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to, to it. Blah, blah. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into me. Stop looking at me like that. I believe you. So it took her a tremendous effort. Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. I was on a streak, but now I'm fucking can't read again. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. Seriously, can't wait. Wahoo! It's already Sunday. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been to texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori, before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find Sayori? Hi, Andy. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Heh. Came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. Because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. You didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. Something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. It's no good, Andy. Yeah. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. This is just my punishment, isn't it? Getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. What? Torture you? I think it isn't selfish to want a friend, especially when you're, struggling. I don't think. Sayori? I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Till I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Haha. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Andy. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. Just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Are you You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Andy? 'Cause I have no choice this time. Thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? 'Cause most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? It's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy. Not anyone worrying about me. Oh, I'm in shock. Can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Do you really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Yeah. Why is it that you've never told me about this? Almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Andy. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you'd have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. Also feels like I'm being bat being swung against my head. Yeah, I'm gonna get you the help you need. We're gonna get you. We're gonna gather up all the guys. We're gonna have some fun. Help. I don't even know. But Seriously, if you're like depressed out there, please talk to your friends. Don't. It's not selfish. You know what I mean? That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. It was like a spear going through my heart. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Haha. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Andy, there's nothing. Nothing at all. Only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. Now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. Why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her in a tight embrace. Uh, Andy. Sayori? I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. Please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Andy. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Andy? Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Andy. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. Feeling nothing. But your hugs are so warm. That's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. She does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How do you like me for to spend it all with you? Uh, um, it's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe maybe I shouldn't cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? Be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that'd be very good for me today. You understand, right? I would be canceling my plans. I would. Yeah, I don't. She does not sound alright. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. See you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Say goodbye to Sayori and exit our house.